This is
Crystal
and Gilbert Buchanan, the small business paramedic. And we're here with our special guests in the studios today. Crystal, who do we have here?
We have Mr. Joseph Joe T. Rouzan III. He's the executive director with Vermont Slauson Economic Development Corporation. And Joe he has been in our community for a very long time. He has serviced the city of Los Angeles, I don't know,
He's a veteran in this business.
He has covered everything. He was a police officer. He was the general man. This is the things I just know because he's a major supporter of Recycling Black Dollars, and we thank you for that. He was general manager at the Hawthorne Mall.
And Baldwin Hills
Crenshaw Mall.
Wow.
And then he worked for the city of Los Angeles in the Economic and Workforce Development Department.
Wow.
I think his last, before Vermont Slauson, you had gone to the state level, right? Or the federal level?
No, I was with the city prior to that. So,
okay.
Yeah, so 15 years with LAPD, then went into the private sector, working both for the Hawthorne Plaza Mall and then the Baldwin Hills Crenshaw Plaza Mall. You're probably talking about my appointment to the panel on racial profiling. So under Governor Gray Davis,
right,
I was appointed to that panel and actually co-chaired that panel for 2 years and then taught at the Museum of Tolerance, at that time Senate Bill 1102, which was the racial profiling bill.
Okay. So
we're in the midst of royalty.
I know. He's like Mr. Los Angeles. There are certain people. He's royalty of Los Angeles.
Yes.
Yeah. So I feel honored, one, that he's on the show. And when you were appointed as the executive director for Vermont Slauson, that was the best thing I think could have possibly happened.
Yeah, it was the timing was extremely interesting because I had actually announced my retirement from the city in July of last year with the intent on December 31st being my last day as a working stiff of it. And, unfortunately, due to the passing of Marva Smith Battle Bay at the helm of Vermont Slauson for 30-plus years, there was a void there.
Yeah.
And I was asked to put that retirement on hold and come join the team at Vermont Slauson.
Yeah.
And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. At that point in my career, there's no other place I would have even considered going than Vermont Slauson.
That's great.
And we didn't realize, when people are in place, of course, you don't know how valuable they are and how much they add to the community until they're no longer there. Muhammad obviously was one of those individuals. But Marva was, and detrimentally when she left, it was like, oh my God, it was like wide open season, and you could feel that void. Yeah. And the city felt unstable for those of us that knew her and do what we do as community-based organizations. So we were when I heard it was you, I was like, all right, we're back on track.
Well, thank you. But it's a testament really to Marva.
Yeah.
Because quite frankly, when Marva became ill and ultimately passed away, the question even in our own community is Vermont Slauson going to survive?
Right.
And it's because of the legacy and the strength that she left and the programs that she helped design and sustain over all these years. I mean, how many organizations can you run off the top of your head right now that are still around after 30,
that is true.
36 years?
That is true.
Exactly.
Not many.
And it's really important because in our communities, usually those organizations, the icons that are in those positions, a lot of times we don't prepare for the legacy to carry on in the transition.
Succession planning.
That succession planning.
That's it.
And so much work had been done for Vermont Slauson. The same thing with Recycling Black Dollars. The same thing with the BBA. You spend 30, 40, 50 years in the community, and we really have to be able to identify those individuals that can carry on what the works are.
And share the knowledge and experience that you've gained over those years.
Right. Before it's too late and you're not here to do that. Then that's what happened with RBD. We didn't have Muhammad, just a lot of people that knew what his vision was, and those of us that could continue to carry it on. Right. We're concerned with the BBA with that. It's, Skip has a lot of experiences in his area and be able to pass that on. I've spoken to Jackie on we need to start grooming someone younger so that they can carry on recycling black dollars. I had that conversation with Mike Jones on the Crenshaw Chamber, and I think they are getting ready to groom because Armin is leaving. So Mike is going to step in, and they're grooming someone.
Yeah, and there's some organizations that have recognized that. One, my former organization that I work for as the Vice President, Chief of Staff of Brotherhood Crusade, Danny Bakewell, passed that baton to Sharice. I call her my sister from another mother.
Okay.
But those are the things that we have to do because we've got so much work that has been done that needs to be carried on. And quite frankly, you need new ideas.
You do.
And some of us, I would say seasoned folks, need to start thinking about stepping aside and handing it over to some of our brilliant millennials.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Well, definitely we want to welcome you to the Business Zone.
Thank you.
Our show has been here for a little over a year now. This past July has been a year.
Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Thank you. And Crystal and I, we came together to launch this show because we saw the need in the community to help small businesses. There's no one out there helping small business, providing the resources and services that we're providing out there. So we wanted to do something like this, and teaming up with you and your organization to help strengthen that approach is really one of the reasons why we wanted to have you on this show. So welcome.
I'm really glad to be here.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And one of the things I think is very vitally important and missing in our community is that media resource, an outlet where we can get messages to a larger audience than just when they have workshops at our individual organizations and you only have 20, 30 people and hoping that those 20, 30 people will go tell 20, 30 more. We have to have, I think part of that formula is being able to have a media outlet that we can have this conversation to inform individuals out there. Because I don't know about you, I'm sure you do, and you in all of your capacities. With the one area, we don't know what we don't know.
Right. Right.
We had a mobile retail program a couple Saturdays ago, and I had the privilege of going on KJLH on Don Amici's show. And, one of the things he said, man, I never knew any of this. And that's part of the problem is that we haven't invested our organization to capitalize on social media and marketing other than the traditional radio and print. And so we've got to think much more broadly in terms of how we get our message out there.
Exactly.
So that's literally, I'm taking my staff on a retreat next month. And we're going to be talking about how we invest back into the organization, how we grow the organization. And I want everybody to chime in. And people think that Vermont Slauson is a huge organization.